Hey there, it's Matt, and in this video I'm going to show you how simple and quick it is to install your own WordPress site on your own domain name and then publish your very first blog post and even customize your site's look and feel by installing a WordPress theme. Now, I'm using Bluehost in order to accomplish this, and Bluehost.com is my preferred hosting company. I've used a ton of other hosting companies, such as GoDaddy, 1&1, HostGator, Media Temple, Firehost, and even others. But Bluehost is my favorite, and there are three reasons for that. Number one is that Bluehost is very easy to use. Its navigation is laid out in a very logical way, so I can get to what I need to get to quickly and easily. That's really crucial, especially if you're just starting out. Now, secondly, is that their servers are almost never down. In the past 4 years, my sites have only been down maybe about 30 minutes total. That's really important too, especially if you're doing business online or you're running a website that's representing an offline business, because if your site's down, then you're losing potential sales. Now, thirdly, and most importantly for me, is that Bluehost offers superior customer service. If you're just starting out, you'll find that customer service is extremely vital to you because you're going to have a lot of questions. And although every single hosting company offers a lot of online resources in the form of maybe frequently asked questions pages, there's really no substitute for being able to pick up the phone, talk to a real person who speaks fluent English, and asking them questions and having them answer them in a way that doesn't make you feel like an idiot and also helps you solve your problem quickly. Bluehost, in my personal experience, has been far away better than the alternatives. That's not to say that the other hosting companies don't have extremely great customer service representatives. It's just been, in my experience, Bluehosts have been a bit better all the way through, given the number of times that I personally have called them. Okay, so if we're on Bluehost.com and you haven't set up an account, go ahead and use that unique URL that I've included below and then click Get Started Now, the big green Get Started Now button. Now what you want to do is you want to search your very own domain name by entering that in and then clicking Next. Now I want to actually start this timer. I'm going to wait for this to go just a few seconds so this is realistic. All right, then I'm going to click Next. What this is going to do, it's going to go out there and see if this domain name is available out on the World Wide Web to be registered for your own website. Now in this case it is available, and that's not surprising. It's a really long domain name. But if I was just doing this for the first time, if I didn't have a Bluehost account, I would go ahead and fill out all this information, would specify my account plan, and I'd enter in my credit card information. But I've already created a Bluehost hosting account, so I'm not going to repeat these steps. Instead, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and log in to my existing Bluehost.com account. But you would follow those steps if this is your first time setting up a Bluehost.com account. So I'm going to log in. Once I'm logged in, I'm going to see exactly what you're going to see after you create your account for the first time. I'm on the C panel, which is short for Control Panel. I'm going to scroll all the way down to Website Builders and click on WordPress. Once I click on that, it's going to take me to a place called Mojo Marketplace. Now don't be scared by this because it's in affiliation with Bluehost. Once I'm here, I'm going to click on Install a brand new instance. Then it's going to ask me where I would like to install this instance. In my case, I want to install it at the one that it loads by default, which is medicalmatcher.com. It's a domain name I'm currently not using. Once I do that, I'm going to click on Check Domain. Notice I didn't specify a subdirectory for this given domain name because when I go to that website, I want to install it right in the root of that domain name. And if you see, if I go to medicalmatcher.com, you'll see that nothing is loaded there right now. Remember how lonely this looks right now. I'm going to click on Show Advanced Settings, and then I'm going to click on I've read Terms and Conditions, because of course everybody reads those. I'm then going to change the admin username. It's just my preference, and then I'm going to go ahead and copy the password, and then click Install Now. When I click Install Now, it's going to go ahead and do all of the work behind the scenes for us. And it's going to give us this little progress bar up here at the top to let us know how this installation is going and when it's finished running the scripts. Here we go, it's loading now. We're about halfway, and we're more than halfway to installing our WordPress site, but we're about halfway here on the 5 minutes. All right, great. Lets me view the credentials. Now I see where my site is located, the domain name I use to log into the backend, my username and password. So if I go back to Medical Matcher and reload this page, we should see that WordPress has been installed, and it has. Now I'm going to go to wp-admin in order to log into this, or I could have clicked on login over in the left-hand nav bar. I'm going to paste in my password, and it's going to bring me into my dashboard. Now to create my first post, I'm going to hover over Posts and click Add New. And then I'm going to enter in a title. Obviously, I'm pretty excited. Once I've finished writing the title and body, I'm going to click on Publish. Once I'm finished publishing, I'm going to hover over Appearance and then click on Themes. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm changing the look and feel of my site. This is the one that's active. I'm going to click on Add New Theme. And then I'm going to navigate to one that I would like to add here, and I'm going to choose this one. Hover over it and click on Install. Activate this theme. Now I'm going to go ahead and visit my site and hit Reload. And sure enough, there's the after. I've created my very own WordPress site on my very own domain name. And I have also written my first blog post and applied my very own theme to this site. And I did it all with time to spare. Now, if that isn't empowering to you, I don't know what is in terms of being able to get started quickly and easily. What we've done, just as a brief review, we've gone ahead and created our hosting account through Bluehost, which is the one that I exclusively recommend. Then I installed WordPress on my very own domain name. After I did that, I logged into the back end to where I could write and publish my very first blog post. And then, because I wanted to customize the look and feel of my site, I looked for available free themes and then installed the one of my choosing. I navigated back to my domain name and refreshed it, and voila, there it is. Now the neat thing about this is that this domain name could be shared to your friend all the way across the world, and when they pull it up, they too will see the same exact thing. I hope that you feel empowered by this, and I hope that you find this valuable. If you do, I invite you to like it and share it with others. Until the next video, I'm Matt Langen. Cheers.